The Parliamentary Public Investment Committee has tonight castigated Jubilee Vice Chairman David Murathe for failing to appear before it to shed more light on his involvement in the 7.4 billion shillings KEMSA scandal. Murathe, who instead submitted an affidavit to the committee, has denied any links to Kilig Company, which was awarded a 4 billion shillings tender by KEMSA for the supply of 450,000 personal protective equipment kits.
It was a session that was supposed to unmask the signatories to Kilig Company, a company that was to walk away with a 4 billion shillings contract, but the meeting was an anticlimax as the three interested parties failed to appear before the Parliamentary Public Investment Committee.
Mr. Murathe sent a sworn affidavit.
Jubilee Vice Chairman David Murathe, former Kilig Limited Director Wilbur Gashoka, and Entech Technology Director Chen Chao had been invited but instead sent sworn affidavits. In his affidavit to the committee, Murathe says he has never been a director, shareholder or beneficial owner in Kilig or Entech Technology Limited, and that he was only requested to be a signatory to Kilig Limited's bank account to guarantee that Entech Technology Limited, as the supplier of the PPE kits, would be paid upon KEMSA effecting the anticipated payment on completion of the procurement process. Murathe further says that he ceased being a signatory on August 5, 2020, after the commitment letter by KEMSA to Kilig Limited was cancelled. Chao in his affidavit says that he was approached by Gashoka and Ivy Onyango in June 2020 with a commitment letter from KEMSA for the supply of 450,000 PPEs and wanted his company, Entech Technology, to arrange the supplies from China and provide the suppliers financing. The two companies entered into an agreement which provided that the two parties would open an escrow account to receive payments from KEMSA and transfer the due payments to Entech's accounts directly. The bank, however, did not offer escrow account services, and the parties agreed to open an account under Kilig Limited, where Chao and Murathe were included as mandatory signatories. Chao says he requested Murathe to be a guarantor for the transaction in order to safeguard and guarantee Entech's receivables under the supplies contract and protect Entech's investment. He describes Murathe in his affidavit as a respectable, high-standing member of the Kenyan society.
Give the letter to our bankers.
On his part, Gashoka admitted that he was a director of Kilig Limited and that he resigned on the 17th of April 2020 and transferred his shares together with his partners to Collins Bushwanjala, who held the directorship on behalf of his clients in fulfillment of agreements with the company's financing partners. Wanjala's clients experienced difficulties in securing the financing for acquisition of the PPE kits, and the company engaged various stakeholders, and that is when Ivy Onyango was nominated to be the director. The committee members were not convinced with their responses.
What they have so far written is extremely very shallow. It's not candid enough to give us a valuable information, and it was worthwhile for them to have appeared before this committee.
David Murathe was brought for guaranteeing the process, and because he is a senior, respected, reputable Kenyan, to influence the process. This is why we need him, because Kenyans want to see this big fish who influenced the payment in KEMSA.
When they received their commitment letter, it was cancelled, and after being cancelled, it was revived again. One thing that this company has failed to show is whether they actually justified, they fought back or they wrote back to KEMSA, or was it a phone call that made that revival back again.
The committee has summoned the trio to appear before them on April 29, 2021, before they can retreat to write a report on the probe.